Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our morning get together live here on Facebook, where we examine headlines from our city, our state, and our country, Mexico, of course. And we take a look at your comments, ideas, and suggestions on everything or anything that has to do with Puerto Vallarta or Mexico, our culture, our way of life, so that we can combine all this knowledge and end up being better connected with our city. Today is Saturday. What do you want? Saturday, Bay City Rollers? Or Saturday, Chicago? My goodness. Shut up. Enough. Today is Saturday, August 13, and here we are. I'm sorry we got so rudely interrupted yesterday. We were having such a good time discussing Maito. And I think I answered all your questions yesterday afternoon and today in the morning. And if I didn't, and you have any questions left about Maito, when to go, what to do, how to get there, and so forth and so on, please feel free to share them, and we will be happy to address them today. Today, we have a few news items, nothing too particularly important, but I'm going to be so very happy to share them with you. But before we go there, as always, if you are new to the live broadcast and you would like to say hello, please let us know by writing the word new in your comment, and we'll be so happy to give you a nice little welcome. If you have something really important that you wish to share, please add a capital letter Q at the beginning of your comment. And if you are watching us on YouTube, no commenting, no feedback, no nothing. Sorry, but that might change in the future. In the meantime, we love you, and we very much appreciate that you use YouTube to connect with us. And for everybody else, don't forget that all of our, well, not all, because I haven't done all my homework, but many of our walks that we feature here at Coffee and Headlines, many of our out and abouts, are repurposed on YouTube as separate things. They have their own playlists, so you can always explore that if you'd like to, or if you'd like to check out some walk that we have done in the past. So this is what we have. Let us get started, and we will take a look at all these wonderful comments after the news. Well, let me return down to where I belong. There you go. So Puerto Vallarta has several sister cities. I know that you know that, but in case you didn't know that, I will let you know that we have been enjoying a sisterhood with Highland Park, Illinois, and Santa Barbara, California, for many years. And we recently started a new sisterhood with the city of McAllen in Texas. To that effect, our administration, Mayor Michel has announced that a new committee of sister cities, the Sister Cities Committee, has been established, and an office has been provided for people that represent the sister cities locally on the second story of City Hall so that they can conduct all necessary business pertaining to the sisterhoods and, more importantly, to archive all the activities that are handled by the sisterhoods. It is important to note that several the sisterhoods have resulted in donations of water fountains, local artists traveling elsewhere. There's a whole series of activities that go on. So this is very, very good news, even if it doesn't affect us directly. Now, take a look at this image and ask yourselves, how common is this site? How common was it 5 years ago? Clearly, the challenge of addressing the needs of the homelessness has increased in Puerto Vallarta as we've become a larger city. We learned through this news article that DEEF, which is the local government office that handles the needs of the homelessness, was able to address 57 people during the first half of the year. 57 people were reintroduced to their homes in other cities because more often than not, these people come to Puerto Vallarta looking for work, looking for a new life, and sometimes things don't work out. Of the 57 people that were successfully relocated back to where they came from, and reintegrated to society are 52 men, 4 women, and a teenager. So this is something that is not going to go away. It's something that is going to continue to be a challenge for the city, and we should be grateful that offices such as DEEF are here to handle the needs of the homeless. CEPAL improvements along Basilio Badillo between Ignacio Vallarta and Pino Suarez were concluded, and that block opened to vehicular traffic yesterday, as I understand it. And now CEPAL is moving to the block between Olas Altas and Pino Suarez. What CEPAL is doing is opening up things and putting down new pipes so that we don't have any water shortages in the near and not so near future. Afterwards, CEPAL is expected to continue the improvements along Basilio Badillo, but on the opposite direction, moving towards Insurgente Street and possibly beyond. We will announce when this happens as they announce it to us. It's been raining, and this is a good thing, not only for us and for our comfort, but also for the nearby dams. We have 2 large dams near Puerto Vallarta. One is Presa Corrinchis near Mascota, and the other one is Cajón de Peña in south of Puerto Vallarta. So we learned through this through this news item, that Mascota's Presa Corrinchis is now back to 100% capacity, and Cajón de Peña is over 65% capacity at present time. If things continue with this trend, that is, if the weather continues to bring us rain from time to time, water supply will be guaranteed for the region for the entire following year. And this, of course, is very good news. Now, let's take a quick look at the weather before I share a couple of other tidbits that you might be interested in. Oh, my goodness. Who among us hasn't violated the Espionage Act? Well, I can't say that I have, because I don't think I have. Never mind. It is 26 degrees right now, feels like 30. Humidity is at 95%, and our temperature in Fahrenheit degrees is 79. Our weather forecast for this morning, for today, is rain and humidity throughout the day with a high of 31 and a low of 24. Tomorrow, Sunday, we can expect rain starting in the afternoon with a high of 30 and a low of 24. And we begin our week on Monday with rain and humidity throughout the day with a high of 30 and a low of 24. Are you doing anything special this weekend? Make sure to let us know in your comments what you're going to be up to. And of course, there's more than just the weather forecast. There's all these tropical storms that keep visiting the region. And the latest one is Tropical Storm Ivette, which is presently located just south of Cabo Corrientes. And this is going to bring some rain to the region. We can expect intense rain in Guerrero, Oaxaca, and Veracruz, and very strong rain in several states, including Jalisco, Nayarit, and Colima. So again, the dams will continue to um, to get full of water, and this is a good thing. And now we have. Why do we have that note? Never mind. We don't have that. What is next? I wanted to show you the latest storm that is affecting us. As you can see, it's heading out towards the ocean, so it is not going to get any worse than rain. And of course, before we get into our comment section, I can give you some reminders. Monson is having their anniversary party tonight. And then I found this one. This is something that I spotted on Facebook yesterday. Quartz, of course, is the second most abundant mineral in Earth's continental crust. And some people enjoy collecting it in its many varieties. And apparently there's going to be this expo bazaar at Parque Parota tonight, starting at 7 p.m. It is called Expo Bazaar. So this, in my mind, this should involve several companies that sell quartz. I don't know if it's going to be a big shindig or a small one, but if you like to collect quartz or you believe in its powers, this would be an interesting thing to check out. And again, this happens tonight at Parque Parota, which is right next to Puerto de Luna in the hotel zone, and it starts at 7 p.m. Tomorrow, the art expo that we've been talking about. And in case you are wondering, other things that I'm keeping track of for my own personal interest, and perhaps for some of you, I keep checking the website of the Jalisco Philharmonic, and there is no news about a new season just yet. This could be possibly due to the fact that the Jalisco Philharmonic is busy, probably, rehearsing for the upcoming mariachi gala. Guadalajara hosts the annual Mariachi Summit in the month of September, and a not-to-be-missed concert for mariachi music enthusiasts is the Mariachi Gala that brings together the Jalisco Philharmonic with top mariachi bands from the city to perform timeless favorites from the repertoire. This year, the concert will take place on September 1st at Conjunto Santander, which is a gorgeous performance hall in the city of Guadalajara. Also, I am being mindful of the fact that San Sebastián del Oeste, one of our nearby pueblos mágicos, hosts an annual paper balloon festival, usually during the month of September. And usually this is announced, of course, at the very last minute. What goes on at the paper balloon festival? Well, locals mostly get their crafting skills together to put together hot air balloons. And as many as 200 of them are launched from the plaza in San Sebastián del Oeste. It is a fun little gathering, and it is a great excuse to visit San Sebastián del Oeste. But again, I have not seen a date for this event this year. It was canceled last year due to the pandemic, and it was canceled the year before. And of course, as soon as we find out when this event is going to take place, if it is during the month of September, we will let you know. Now, for some loftier balloons, in case you're looking for excuses to travel through Mexico, the International Hot Air Balloon Festival is coming back to the city of León, Guanajuato from November 18 to the 21st, with a 4-day extravaganza featuring over 200 hot air balloons from all over the world. We're not talking about paper balloons. These are the big chingaderas. It is a beautiful photo op and a great excuse to visit. And for thrill seekers, for thrill seekers, I think that's what I'm trying to say. There are opportunities to volunteer as crew and enjoy the very unique experience of flying on top of the city in one of these beautiful things. And I believe this is what we have for today. And now we're going to take a look at your comments just to see what everybody is up to this weekend. I am thrilled because I came to realize sometime this week that I have an entire season of Succession that I haven't watched. I'm in the middle of it and I'm going crazy with these. it's such a brilliant show, and it got a gazillion number of Emmy nominations this year. Is anybody watching Succession? Let me know. Meanwhile, I see all these wonderful good mornings, and it's great to see you, Albert. It is great to see you. I know that getting together for our live broadcast has been challenged, but it is great to see you this morning. Let's see. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm looking for cues. And I'm looking for cues. Big shout out, says Terry, to Gina and the staff at Whiskey Kitchen. I got myself in a pickle yesterday evening, and Gina didn't hesitate for a minute and assigned a staff member to help me out. Thank you. Well, we don't know the deets, and we don't need to know them, but I am so very happy to share your shout out, Terry, and I hope everything turned out favorably for you. Note to self, visit Whiskey Kitchen this weekend because it's been a week. Although for my usual restaurant outings, I was so happy because I started my week. No, it didn't start the week, but sometime this week I couldn't resist a craving for Thai food, and I went over to Michael's Siam PV here in De Los Zules Avenue, and I had wonderful takeout that I enjoyed. So happy dance. Let's see what else we have. David comments, it was a pretty deep trench they were digging yesterday, and the traffic on Las Altas was very heavy. Then it rained for a little bit, and the cars were getting stuck trying to go up the street by Anónimo. Well, yeah, there's a lot of work that is being done in that part of the city right now. Sepal doing all the new pipes. Spencer asks, I'm curious, Paco, why does audio blackout occurs often during numerous broadcasts? Yes, often, however, only often for seconds and at times minutes. This occurs on Facebook and if are on YouTube. Spencer, this is not me being snarky. I actually don't know why these blackouts happen, but they seem to be internet related, not so much Paco or Coffee and Headlines related. Usually when audio goes out in the broadcast, it's because, I pushed the wrong button and all of a sudden audio goes out completely, and you or many of you are quick to say to me, hey, Paco, stop. You unplugged your audio by accident. So unfortunately, I don't have a good answer for you. All I can say is I hope these are isolated incidents. Let's see what else we have. Ooh, Kelly says, I love Succession, but I don't have a subscription for it. Okay. This morning, it's brunch at Miscellanea in Versalles and HH this afternoon for me. Miscellanea, I haven't been to, and I am curious about it, and I have no idea what HH means. Troy reports no audio. Please let me know, just out of curiosity, if you have experienced any audio drops on today's broadcast. I'm just curious to see if this is an isolated incident, or maybe it's the opposite. If you have not, other than the one that I caused deliberately just a second ago, please let me know if you have experienced audio dropouts. HH is happy hour. Well, who knows? I mean, who knew? I had no idea. But hey, HH is happy hour. You learn something new every single day. So this is, no audio for me. It is very intermittent, says Peter Pearson. The audio has been dropping out today. Matthew says, no audio problems for me. Christy says, no problems with audio for me. So that's two of you who have had no loss of audio. So as long as there are at least two people that have not experienced audio problems, this means that it's not at my end. However, I will be so very happy to listen to the entire broadcast today after we're done so that I can make sure that it has nothing to do with me. And if it has something to do with me, we'll gladly look into it. And for all of you that are reporting audio problems, I am very sorry to hear. Again, if there was something I could do at my end to ensure that your problems are solved, I would be so very happy to do it. And Peter says, my husband is sitting next to me and isn't having any issues watching videos at the same time. Well, you must have a fancy connection, and I love it. Let's see. But Pat says, yes, audio problems. Again, difficult to say what it is, and I am sorry that this is happening. But as I mentioned just a second ago, I will be so glad to listen to the entire broadcast as we get done with it, just to make sure that nothing wrong is happening at my end. And this brings us to the end of today's broadcast. I wish you a wonderful weekend. I hope you have a good time. I hope you'll stay kind, you'll stay happy, you'll stay dry, you'll stay safe. And I'll see you again this coming Monday. Have a great weekend.